What's up, everybody? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to this week's episode of the Unknown Games Podcast. It is episode number 86. I'm your host, Adrian, and I'm joined, as always, by the Game Duck himself, Alex.
Hey, what's up? I'm the Game Duck.
Yeah, it's been a pretty good week so far. The weather has been great. I gotta say, this weekend was great weather. Today was great weather, and I was like, hey, I took a walk outside Saturday. And today I decided to do some exercise inside with my VR headset and almost killed myself.
Like it was a suicide simulator or what?
Dude, no. It was an audio, not audio, but kind of like a rhythm game, but made for cardio workout. And up until now, I haven't tried the cardio workout part of it, and I just did, and it murked me. I am tired. I am actually tired.
Do you have a fitness tracker or anything like that?
It has a fitness track on it, actually, which is kind of cool.
Well, what does it track? What are the metrics that it can track?
I think it just tracks the time you've played, and there is a calorie burner that I guess it just measures by how fast you've been moving or something, or how long you've been moving.
An estimate based on your age, weight, height, and how much it thinks you're moving. But you don't have a dedicated fitness device like a Fitbit or anything like that? No. I've always wondered, do those actually work? I mean, what are they work well enough. I've been wearing a fitness tracker of some kind for a while, actually, for several years. I had a Jawbone Up, and then I had a Fitbit, and then now I just wear an Apple Watch. So yeah.
Okay. I mean, it's something I need to look into probably. I'm trying to get a little bit more healthy before I do head back to the US for a visit, because once I go back, it's going to be inevitable. I'm going to gain whatever weight back. All that bacon, it's waiting for me.
Yeah, I mean, bacon's not the healthiest, but yeah.
I mean,
I would only get a fitness tracker if you want to track those metrics. You're more than welcome to work out and be like, I'll give a shit about calories I'm burning. Who gives a shit? Heart rate, whatever. But if you're curious and you want to manage your exercise a little better, maybe look into one. You can get one for pretty cheap. You don't need to get an Apple Watch.
Yeah, they're going down.
You don't even have an iPhone, actually. So yeah.
No, I don't. Yeah, I don't have.
Maybe don't get one Apple.
Yeah, just don't get it. Yeah. I think there is an Android watch or something like that. If I
there's a couple, that work on Android Wear. It's called Android Wear, and then it works on both platforms. Actually, I used to have an Android Wear watch, to be honest. So yeah.
I mean, my Pixel, it has a lot of fitness stuff built into it, so I might as well.
You're right. Yeah.
I might as well try to look into something like that. It's never good. It's never a bad thing, and plus, it's always nice to wear a watch. I haven't worn a watch in probably 15 years.
Oh yeah, I was the same way, to be honest. I'm a sucker for like smart gadgets. I like tech, to be like, this is my thing, right? So for a while I would be like, who gives a shit? Why do you want to watch? Just check your phone. Time's on there, right?
Right.
And then Apple was just like, how do you want an Apple Watch? I'm like, fuck yeah, I do. Absolutely, I want a fucking Apple Watch.
Do you want to look at your messages on your watch? Do you want to type? Do you want to listen to
do you want to look at your message and that kind of stuff?
Can you listen to music on your watch?
You can actually, yeah. I mean, I don't, but you can.
It's like a Bluetooth device in that sense.
You can save a couple tracks to your or music podcast, whatever you want, and then you can grab your Bluetooth headphones and be like, I left my phone behind, but it's all good. I have music on here. Yeah, it's for runners, really. If you want to leave your phone behind, you don't want to get it stolen or whatever. But
actually, that would actually be pretty cool, because I want to kind of do some more of actual jogging eventually. Yeah. And I didn't realize that is a good way of looking at it. I don't need let's go technology.
Yeah. So I mean, now I really, really like my smartwatch. Just because I use it for a lot of stuff. I yell at my wrists when I'm cooking, and I'm like, oh, set a timer, or I use it as my alarm, actually, to wake up in the morning. It's like a sound alarm. It just vibrates my wrist. I'm pretty dependent on it, so yeah.
Attached to it 24/7, except for in the shower, I assume you don't want to.
It is waterproof, actually. I have showered with it.
Shower with it. Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh man. Well, welcome once again, everyone. Thanks for listening to this week's episode. We're cutting it short this week. Episode's over.
Oh, we'll see you guys next time. Yeah,
I'm
same
getting that practice ready for episode 100. If it doesn't work out, man, it's just gonna put
That'd
it
be
right
funny.
there.
No, we should just like dedicate the rest of it. We should play Apex or something for the rest of the.
It turns to an Apex stream. Someone's like, "What happened to the podcast?" Well, we're just playing Apex. What happened to the audio version? We're just playing Apex.
Oh, you know what? It would be fun to play Apex. If you look at the stream right now, you have you on the left and me on the right, right?
Right.
We could just have our two respective POVs up on there.
Oh, we could actually, for real. Just move our.
That'd be pretty fun.
That would be good. Doing what Mixer is no longer able to do for us.
Yeah, ourselves. But I mean, I can do through OBS virtual cam. So yeah, like why not?
That should be the first. Hey, that's our backup plan for episode 100. Backup plan right there.
Just Apex stream.
Just Apex stream. If it don't work out, hit that Apex. Anyways, hey. Like I said, you can follow us on our social medias at UGP_cast for Twitter and Instagram. Be sure to follow there. Be sure to follow the YouTube at Unknown Games Podcast. Leave a like on this video, all the videos. Subscribe to the channel and write some comments. I don't know. We want to hear from you. Leave a 5-star review on iTunes or your podcast listening place of choice because we also want more 5-star reviews. But look, we got into this last week. I don't control free will. If you want to leave a 1, you can do that. I don't encourage it because we're better than that.
We deserve better. You can, but don't. Because we're better than 1 star. Oh, at least 3. At least average.
At least average. What is it? At least average. We try. We do give a little bit, here and there. We care.
I would say we do. We put in a little bit of effort. Like we have better. We're not using laptop mics. I'll give you that. So yeah.
There was a time. Nah, there was never a time actually.
You never used when I was in high school, by the way. I actually wanted to do a podcast when I was in high school with some friends, and I think we did like 3 episodes, then we gave up. But we were using a laptop microphone, so it's pretty garbage. Yeah,
it's a quality control. We make sure we take care of.
I should bring that back. I should find my own co-host, my old co-host.
Bring it back.
I should get my old co-host and we should revive the podcast we had in high school, but not even go back to episode 1, just pick up from like 4.
And just keep going.
Right where we left off. Be like, hey guys, sorry for the wait.
There was like literally on you. I mean, like for me in college, I did a podcast for about 1.5 years, almost 2 years actually.
Yeah.
But with like 4 to 7 people, it was a huge cast, and so it was a lot of fun. But there was one episode I'll never forget, man. We just sat down. We were just eating like Maruchan ramen while we are talking about like some game.
That sounds like an okay time. But yeah.
No quality control right there. But yeah, remember also, finally, follow us on our Twitches. NinjaTrixta, myself, NinjaTrix, and then also my co-host Alex at Root24. ROUT24.
That's on screen if you're watching on YouTube. But if you're listening, yes, that's ROUTE, like a path.
Is it route or root?
24. Yeah.
It's root, right? It's not route.
Yeah, lots of people call me route, which I don't mind. I guess it just depends on what country you're in. In my mind it's route 24, but people call me route all the time. Just whatever, it's fine. Same word, really.
Same difference. Potato.
Yeah.
Tomato.
But I guess if you're looking at it from the perspective of a name, you would probably want to get it right. If it's like, it's my name, so call me the way that I want to be pronounced, right?
Right.
It would be like if I called you like Adrian.
What? What?
Yeah.
Adrian.
That's what I'm calling you from now on, actually. Adrian. What?
That's
what I'm calling you from now on, yeah.
What? No, I've never heard that pronunciation ever.
Well, it's not a real pronunciation, but I'm going to call it that. I'm going to call you that.
Oh, okay. That's...
Aaron.
No, that one my cousin actually does call me ever since I was a child. And really, like, some of the older people in my church actually used to just call me Aaron. I'm actually serious. I'm serious,
right?
As a joke, but they would slip up sometimes. One of them would actually slip up and would call me Aaron.
Aaron.
Well, I'm telling you.
Anyways, yeah. All right.
Oh man, let's get on into the show this week. We had a couple big news. I'm gonna just say we had 3 big kind of live streams that happened. Number one was that I think kicking it off was the Dragon Quest anniversary. I think that's 35 years.
35 years, baby.
Yep, 35 years. And followed by, on the same day or the next day, I believe, was Sony's State of Play for Horizon Journey to the West.
Is it called Journey to the West?
The name of the game. I was gonna see if you knew what it was. It's it's
called Forbidden West. To the West, is it?
Horizon Forbidden West.
Oh, okay, now. Yeah, it's for Journey to the West. Like, wait a minute, that can't be right. That's not the
man.
Thing.
And then finally, closing it out throughout the week was the Sonic 30th anniversary.
Oh yeah,
Sonic is 30.
Sonic. Congrats, Sonic. You're third of your way through your life.
You're making something.
He's done a lot of things that we haven't. He's been in a fight. He's fought. He's been in many races. He's been in the Olympics. He kissed a human. He kissed a human, which is something that I still have yet to do. So
what? Yeah, have you not kissed a human? What? Okay, you must be one of them aliens. Yo, you must be one of them. You're already here. I just didn't know that's what you were. Gotcha.
Well, you think all humans have kissed other humans before?
I think that all maybe.
A very positive outlook.
I mean, at least on the cheek, right? At least one of those like cheek kisses.
I don't know. Hey, leave in the comments right below. Have you guys ever kissed a human?
Go to our Anchor page.
We want to hear from you. Hit us up right in the comments of the YouTube video. Have you ever kissed a human before?
Oh, that's what I'm titling this video. Have you ever kissed a human before?
That'd be funny. Yeah, that's definitely the episode. Have you ever kissed a human?
Have you ever kissed a human? We were like, what are they even talking about? But at this point, we're just like, what are we even talking about? So let's go ahead and start it up. So we got Dragon Quest, and I think the biggest thing we should probably just start off with is the announcement of Dragon Quest XII.
Yeah. Straight up
hotness.
So basically all they've shown, I believe, is just the logo. Yeah.
Well, there is it's a logo in a teaser trailer, which I'm trying to pull up right now. Do I have to do this every time? I gotta do this every time. All right. Yeah. We're gonna be doing this a lot. So as you can see on the screen here, Dragon Quest XII, which was what they ended the show. We're gonna start it off with this because I know you're playing Dragon Quest XI now.
Right now on stream, by the way. Yeah, come follow me at twitch.tv/24. I'm playing Dragon Quest XI right now.
And it looks, I mean, like it's very much a darker theme, and that's even I believe the creator was on the stream and he was talking about it.
Just like he said it's for adults.
It's for adults. And I guess Dragon Quest has usually been for all age ranges. I'm not going to say it's for children because a lot of children grew up with it here in Japan 35 years ago and are still playing it to this day. Now they are adults and their kids are playing it, and it's one of those cultural phenomenons. I mean, people take off work. You think Monster Hunter was the first? Bruh. Dragon Quest. Get it.
Did anyone take off work for 11? Must have, right?
Somebody must have. I'm pretty sure people took off for 11.
People take off work for all the games. I take off work for FF7.
That was so many years in the making. So many years.
FF7 remake? That was like 4 years? I don't know. Anyways, yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, were you excited? I know our friend of the show, Hedgehog, was like blowing up on Twitter.
Yeah, he said, and I quote, I'm going to come so hard if they announced 12. So they did. So I presume he's...
And you replied to his tweet with?
Yeah, I was like, wait, did I reply to his tweet? I was talking to him on Discord, actually. Which is what he quoted, yeah.
Yeah.
So I presume now he must be under the Pokemon Clarity, but... Yeah, no, they announced 12, so they said it's going under. It's going to be more of an adult, not theme, but like it's geared towards
artistic
adults. Yeah,
style,
whatever that means. And I think, that brings up a lot of questions. Like, are they going to change the... Like, in what way is it going to be geared towards adults? Are they going to change the art style to make it grittier? You know what I mean? Or is it going to be...
if you look at how it feels like it's going to look grittier. They have confirmed that this game is running on Unreal Engine 5, and it's going to be on, I believe it's Switch, and then...
Well, they haven't announced a platform.
But
we are going to assume it's going to be at least PS5.
PS5, yeah.
At least PS5, and then probably Xbox for the West and PC for the West as well. And then maybe Switch, if the Switch... We talked about this last week, but if the Switch can...
Oh, it's in the news. Don't worry. We got it.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Are they going to make it grittier? Or are they going to change, like, the storyline so it's going to be, like, adult-themed, like...
I mean, from 11 right now, playing... Does it feel kind of kid-like to you? I mean,
of
course it's the art style, for anyone who doesn't know, is Dragon Ball. I mean, Akira Toriyama.
No, it's definitely just like Saturday morning cartoon level stuff. It's really, it's whatever. I mean, as an adult, I can definitely appreciate it. I can get into it as an adult. It's a good game. But no, it's not pushing any kind of boundaries at all. It's just like the straight up like you are the chosen. Literally, it's so cliche. It's like you're the chosen
You're the
heroes,
chosen heroes.
save the world. It's really that. So whatever. I don't care. But like is the story gonna be like darker and that kind of stuff? Where like
Somebody gonna die? People gonna get stabbed?
People gonna die, or is it gonna be like
but
uncomfortable, themes or something like that?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, so the subtitle or the title, I guess, is Dragon Quest.
The Flames of Fate, right?
Yeah, the Flames of Fate. So I mean, that's not anything out of the normal for a Dragon Quest title, honestly.
It seems pretty normal, yeah.
It's pretty normal. But it's going to be interesting how it turns out. I'm sure we're going to see more footage on this as the year, kind of progresses. I don't think there's going to be anything at E3, of course.
I'm so curious about if they go a grittier art style. Is it going to be like Toriyama but grittier? Like, what does that even look like?
That looks like GT, aka
no, that looks like Jump Force, dude. That's like Jump Force.
Oh no, please don't let it be Jump Force.
That's like Jump Force.
No. Actually, in a way, Jump Force isn't bad. It's just lots of particles and sparks. I don't like the way the characters look in there, but I could totally see that actually being a thing.
I could see that. Does anyone want that? Does anybody want that?
No one. I don't think anyone wants that. I don't think anyone wants it. I honestly would. I'm just gonna say it's gonna be darker in subject matter or something similar.
Art style,
but not art style. Maybe the world itself is a little bit darker in terms of like, hey, maybe it's not as because Dragon Quest, like you said, it's very cartoon like.
It's pretty bright. It's bright colors. It's really bright, colorful.
So maybe we'll get more gray tones in there. Maybe it'll be more like this, this red gray kind of thing. And similar
but not like Dark Souls level, right?
But not Dark Souls level, yeah. Not dark. No, we get that. It's going to be a whole
Bloodborne, just all dark all the time. Yeah,
I could see that being the case. And then, well, it's similar to the same sense of Tales right now. I think Tales of Arise, they wanted to go with a kind of darker.
I think, well,
more mature.
The game's not even out yet.
That's what they've kind of said with Tales of Arise.
It looks more mature for sure, but I mean, don't get me wrong. That game's going to be bright in certain locations for sure.
It's going to be.
Yeah. True. I don't know. We'll see when the game comes out, presumably in 2 to 3 years. I don't think it'll come out next year.
Who knows? I don't think it'll be next year. No,
I don't think it'll be. Probably
a couple years. I think a lot of people on the internet though went kind of really ham for the Dragon Quest III HD 2D remake.
The remake of 3. It's using HD 2D art style, which is what Octopath is.
Right. Or Project. How was I say Project?
Triangle Strategy. Yeah.
Project. I can't speak anymore. Those people's. I mean,
it was good.
People. I think this is gonna be the one people just like. They done. They taking off. People want to play mess out of this.
For sure. I'm a huge fan of the art style. Like
it looks amazing.
Looks good. It looks good. I've said this over and over and over again. It looks so good. And it's just like, as someone who grew up with on this gen basically, I appreciate pixel art and tile like based sprites so much. It looks really good, and I can't wait to I don't know. It's just like a really nice way to be like, hey, this is what you grew up with, but it's now modernized.
But it's modernized. I mean, I love the way that
lighting, depth of field, 16:9 ratio.
All of it. And just the way that it looks. I mean, it's just so, like you said, this is what you wanted when you were growing up. And it made me think about Golden Sun for a second. I can't remember how Golden Sun looks in my mind.
It looks like this.
It looks like this, but I know it's not this.
It doesn't look like this.
It doesn't look like this.
I mean, Golden Sun looks great. Don't get me wrong. It's a really good GBA game. I would put it above. If I don't know, it's a top tier sprite based game. Absolutely, but it doesn't look this good.
It doesn't. No, it definitely doesn't look this good. But yeah, they've just started making this game. We don't know when it's going to be coming out. But I gotta say, I think a lot of people are definitely hype on this. And will be hype on it and are looking forward to playing it because it's just like you said, it brings you back to, especially if you grew up and you actually played Dragon Quest III on, I think this is what, Super Famicom?
Dragon Quest III was a Famicom game, I think 1988.
Yeah, this thing had an SFF, so I say Super Famicom. So
let me see, I mean, they might have remade it. I think they remade it a couple times.
Hold on, let's look at it.
Yeah, the Famicom.
It's on the Famicom. 1988.
Yeah, 88. So
that's for the Famicom. And then they remade it again
a couple times,
Super Famicom in 1996. Okay.
There you go.
thanks trailer on the screen.
Wait, so this is another remake? Wait,
it's another remake. It's just
shit, they're remaking the game twice. The game's so sweet, we remade it twice.
And it's interesting that they haven't actually done a Final Fantasy in this style.
Yeah, no, I agree. And I think I was talking about this on one of my streams actually, but it was like if you could have a remake of one of the older Final Fantasy games, what would you want? A lot of people would say 6. That's everyone's sprite-based favorite. Because like, yeah,
let's go.
It's 1 through 6 were all the Famicom, Super Famicom ones, and then 7 obviously we got a remake of that. So,
right. Yeah, and yeah. I think they would make bank. A lot of people really do love 6.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of people's favorites. I mean, it came out at a good time. For starters, at least in North America, 5 never came out initially, so we got what did we even get in North America? We got 1, 4, 6. So not a lot of pickings here, right? So no doubt 6 would be everyone's favorite because it was kind of the last one.
So,
but I mean, if they did Final Fantasy in that art style, I mean, that'd be amazing. That'd be great.
Who knows? Maybe we'll see I think in the news later on we've got news of another remake for Final Fantasy. And outside of that, I think there's some I don't know this. There's a couple other things that were kind of announced, which I think are more Japan centric. I don't believe they're coming out in the West. I know Dragon Quest X, which is the online Wii game, is
it's on PC as well now.
NPC, okay. They did. Yeah. They definitely said on the stream. I was watching this, and I saw like a lot of people tweeting after this. They were like, "It just says in English, not coming out,
not coming out for this region or whatever.
Yeah, not worldwide. No, bye. You were holding out for the longest time on this old. It's actually pretty old by now, but
oh my god, it's like 8 years or something. It's a while. I think I moved. I think
you were in Japan because I was in Japan. I
might have.
It's definitely that old.
Yeah, just after I'd moved to Japan or something like that.
2010, 11,
2012. So just before, or just as I moved to Japan. Yeah, right. This is when it came out. Yeah,
right. And so those other 2 games, I think there's actually a couple more games, but they're mobile centric. So I'm not going to get into them. I think the last one was like Dragon Quest Treasures or something like that.
Yeah. Hey. A couple of DQ stuff. I don't know if they announced. Did they announce another mobile one or no?
There's a couple. I didn't pull the story up with all of the Dragon Quest things there because that was just, it's right. The 35th anniversary. So let them ball out. Let them have fun.
Right.
So that's it for the Dragon Quest things, and it did make me want to go play some Dragon Quest. I've never played a Dragon Quest. Is Dragon Quest XI your first Dragon Quest, or have you played?
Nope, I played 8 before. I played 8.
Okay.
I just never finished it because I got tired.
I heard they're long. Well, they're not long per se. They're normal. They take like a while to get into, like story wise. Like it takes.
Yeah, I agree. Like it takes a while. But hey, if you want, I think is the sale ended or not? But I gotta say, if you want to jump into a Dragon Quest game. 11 is an awesome start. And I'm not just saying that just because it's like the newest one, but it's just like pacing I think is a little bit better and has a little more quality of life improvements that you'd appreciate in 2021. Like I don't know, run button.
So yeah, that is very very that's very crucial in a lot of instances when you're traveling. I'm trying to look it up online. I think that sale has not ended yet.
I mean, I'm not saying you should buy it. I mean,
like just buy it on stream right now. Just
buy it's like, oh shit, don't look at my credit information or anything. But I think it might be historical low for
35% off. That's in Japan. It's 35% off for about 3,500. I believe if I went and saw it on the PlayStation Store for about $25 USD. So
yeah, dude, that's a good price. That's a good price.
It's a good price, and the game is actually priced at 5,000 here in Japan. That actual normal pricing. Thank you. I can't play this because it's only Japanese subtitles and interface only.
So here's what I did.
I would be dying.
I used a way to appear as if I was from Canada to get the English version.
Gotcha. I know what you did. It's legal.
So I actually got the demo in Japan. I didn't use a VPN, and my demo is in Japanese. And I was like, oh fuck, I'm stuck to the Japanese version. I'm doomed to the Japanese version. But I'm like, what if I buy the game? What happens if I just buy it? And then I use a VPN for that. I was like, oh, here we go. Fucking English version. So yeah, fine.
Hey. Honestly, that's something I kind of want to do as well. Eventually one of these days.
Or you can play it on PS4, dude. It is on the PS4.
It is on PS4. Like I said, it is actually cheaper. I can actually just go get it. Like
you're not gonna get you're not gonna get 60 frames. I think it's 30, maybe. Yeah, it's probably 30, but whatever, dude. I don't know if you care that much.
It's not like the worst thing in the world. You know what I mean? It's
I mean, you get used to it. You'll get used to it really fast. Yeah.
It's one of them deals. And I guess moving on though, we're gonna, I don't know. Did you watch any of the Horizon Forbidden West stuff or the trailer?
Like
it's only one thing.
Nope, I didn't watch any of it. Nope.
This is definitely, of course, what they're going to be doing to sell some PlayStations. No release date was announced or anything. It was just 14 minutes of pure gameplay, and then like a little bit of a deep dive into like some of the new things they added. But the game itself, and I'm just going to kind of skip on over it because there's a little cutscene that happens. But it looks, I mean, it's gorgeous. I'm not gonna lie.
No, it's really good. Guerrilla Games, you came a long way from Killzone for sure.
That first Killzone trailer, it's real. I mean, finally, it's real.
You know what? I hope they're playing the long con. I hope they're just getting money from Horizon to be like,
so they can actually bring it back
the
after
game we've
5
always
games?
Wanted, Killzone.
Dude, I mean, they probably could reboot that series if they wanted to.
If they did. You know how?
Did you play Killzone? Did you play any of the Killzones? I played 1, 2, and I didn't play
Killzone 3. Shadowfall.
Was that was a PS4 one?
Yeah.
They're not bad.
And the multiplayer for Shadowfall is pretty cool because it never, like, their rounds never ended. It just was like this
just forever
ongoing, like, perpetual game. So you would have like an objective, and then you would like the team would win, but without loading into a different like lobby, it would just be like, oh, here's your new objective, and they're like, oh shit, the game's still going. So yeah, it was fun.
Huh. I mean, I think a lot of people really enjoyed it. The only things I've seen about what kind of just why is Aloy's face, what happened to her face? I'm like, I thought she looked like she always looked. I hadn't played Forbidden West, so I can't tell you. She always
looked, yeah.
Or man, Forbidden West, Journey to the West. I can't tell all of these titles to get confused in my head, but I mean, they really are showing off a lot of the power of the PlayStation 5. And when I was listening to the audio on the stream, I'm always impressed by the soundtrack. It's really good. And I don't know, it's just a nice action adventure platform, probably some puzzle mechanics in there.
It looks really good. It'd be a really fun game.
It's gonna sell a lot of little systems whenever people can find them.
I mean, give it another year and a half, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. I'm still in no rush to get a PS5. I mean, I'm gonna need a lot more library, like bigger library to entice me. I will buy one though. No, don't get me wrong. I'll buy one eventually. I still play console games. So.
Yeah. I mean, there's still stuff that every once in a while may not, come out on the PC.
Yeah, and there's some games that I'm like, maybe it's better on console. Or some games I'm like, I don't give a shit. I'll play it on console. But yeah.
True. And at least they're kind of, good specs. But I mean, just kind of going through this, the gameplay of the trailer is you'll be able to go underwater, which we knew from the very first trailer that they showed of her in underwater. She's wearing they gave her a diving mask that allows her to just kind of chill out in the water, swim. And I guess, I mean, it's just, I'm curious, like how much more kind of traversal mechanics. They gave her a grappling hook ability to kind of like find free climbing spots. And then they also gave her, and a lot of people pointed this out, similar to Breath of the Wild, the kind of, what does Link have? It's kind of like it's a leaf or something that he just kind of like, when you jump up a mountain.
Hang glider kind of thing?
The hang glider thing, yeah. They gave that to her basically. So she's got a lot more travel mechanics. She can also ride on the robotic beast animals. I don't know what you call them. They're not exactly organic, I don't think.
Right.
I need to play the game to actually understand what
they are. If you want to play it, I think they were giving it away. Sony was straight up just giving it as their play at home initiative or whatever.
They were.
Yeah. Did you download it?
I already owned it.
Oh well then.
Yeah. At this point, I'm thinking about just getting it on PC. This is so bad. Like I've heard that the PC version does have some issues here and there, but
I think they fixed most of them, maybe not all of them. There was a weird bug for the PC version for a while, which seems embarrassing. But if you held W, which is forward, and no other input, Aloy would actually run slowly diagonally, like she would start drifting off course.
So they were playing this with a controller. Gotcha.
Like without. So they fixed that eventually. So like you could. Like run straight, but yeah.
So you can finally.
Like, how does that even happen? How does that?
I don't know. That's weird. That's weird. That is honestly worse than the Nier replicant PC thing.
Oh god. They still have. By the way, patched replicant. Like, for fuck's sake, Square. Anyways.
They're doing it. They're doing it.
Yeah.
Eventually. But I mean, like, so they gave her this kind of like, and when she does this kind of super
Yeah, it looks
special,
cool.
I thought,
Yeah, it looks cool.
combat fighting looks good.
It looks fun. Looks fun. Yeah.
I don't know. There's not much else to say about the game other than it's gonna sell a bunch of systems and probably come out on PC.
Eventually,
A year or two
not
later.
immediately. Yeah, give it. I would say give it like 2-3 years, maybe.
So there is a rumor. Well, I believe, and it's later in the news. We'll talk about it. We'll mention it honestly. Is that Uncharted 4 has been? They're saying that that's also a rumor to be coming to PC as well. And I mean, I assume that every Sony first party game, for the most part, is going to end up coming to PC eventually.
You think so? You really think Sony will be like, oh, we want to tap into this market, or
it's extra money? I mean, and we saw with Days Gone, and I'm going to pull it up. As well as pull it up right now since we're talking about it. Days Gone, and a game that honestly did not review
very
that
well on PS4, right?
On PS4, on PC has been it was the #1 game on Steam with concurrent players for the month of what is this? April, May?
Well, May. We just finished May, so yeah.
There we go. Yeah, for that month. So, I mean, I saw a lot of streamers playing it too.
Yeah. I believe they made changes performance-wise for the PC. I think probably just a standard like 4K kind of high frame rate kind of stuff. But yeah.
Yeah, it's they've given it the whole workout with the, like you said. I'm trying to think of something right now.
Yeah, I don't have that information. I suspect, like if Sony is going to be putting a lot of their first party stuff on PC, obviously that's really good. You get extra sales. They're tapping into another market, and like I guess they're gonna get people to double dip. For yourself, for example, you're like, oh, maybe I'll buy Horizon again. So you're double dipping, right?
Yeah, I'd be double dipping.
So they're probably gonna get like, they probably want some of that extra money, right? Why, if you can charge someone once, why not charge them twice? Essentially,
charge them again.
And yeah, I just don't see Sony, especially when they're on top, like they are now at least. I just don't see Sony doing the Microsoft path where it's going to be day and date with PC. Like Halo Infinite is going to be day one Xbox and PC and Xbox Game Pass, right?
Yeah.
Gears of War, same deal. Xbox Game Pass, PC. I think Microsoft is aware that I think they're going in a different like direction with day and day PC stuff. But Sony, I think Sony's like, no, you want to play this shit, get a PS5, and we'll give you, PC people like the game in a few years or something.
I think that's the thing. And honestly, if they could, they would. And I think gamers would actually be happy if they were to come out and say, hey, day and date first party titles are going to come to PC. But then, it feels like they spend so much time making these games specifically for their console, similar to like Nintendo makes games, that it just wouldn't translate to having that amount of resources devoted to making both of the versions, because they really do overhaul these to the point that they are either the same as the PS5 version or better. I mean, a lot of people are probably like, hey, can we get Returnal? I mean, Returnal, amazing game that would honestly sell like crazy on PC as well, but it uses so much of the PS5's, the DualSense, the 3D audio or whatever. There's so much stuff that's baked into the PS5 that they really just want to keep it there. I don't know, maybe it'll come out. Who knows? But
yeah, I don't know. Maybe in a couple years.
I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful.
I feel like, yeah. I mean, there's an avenue for extra revenue, by putting some older games on PC. Eventually, like down the line, I believe Horizon Zero Dawn was a bit of a test for them, and when that proved to be mildly successful, then they brought Days Gone, and that seems to be doing well. So obviously, I think Sony's like, oh, we can. Oh, what about Uncharted or something like that, right? So
right, and we've also had Death Stranding. That's not first party per se. It's just like a timed exclusive thing, but it was Sony only for the most part. That's kind of a thing as well. So I think they're dipping their feet into it, and we'll see if they have any type of announcements at E3, and we could probably make some predictions on our E3 special.
Game that is, as of now, Sony exclusive that you want to see on PC? Bloodborne doesn't count, because I know you would say just like Bloodborne.
But that's what everyone wants. It doesn't even matter. It's just Bloodborne.
Yeah, but other than Bloodborne.
Other than Bloodborne, I mean, they have a lot in their catalog that honestly they could choose from a lot. For me personally, I just want to see. I would probably want to see. I don't want to say God of War because it is. I mean, it's already been done for the most part, not on PC, but PS5 or just kind of like the upgraded patch. Last of Us 2 just got upgraded for 60 FPS and all those bells and whistles. Mm-hmm. So for me, something older like Shadow of the Colossus. Honestly, Ico
on PC, really?
Like Ico for me. Ico.
Yeah, okay.
Because I don't know. I know that they did do an HD remake of it, but
they did like 2 remakes of
right. There's like HD remakes of all of these things that we're at the point now where there are two generations of HD remakes for these things. Like,
is that wild? Yeah, they remastered Ico twice.
Like, I can't even tell them, like, hey, can you make a Devil May Cry? It's like, we already did it twice.
They should do it again. Just like Devil May Cry again, the remaster.
The remaster. Yeah, I mean, like, for you, what would it be? What would it be for you? Oh, Gravity Rush. That would probably be a really good one.
Oh, I would love Gravity Rush, to be honest.
That would be a good one.
I just don't know how it would, because the game is so dependent on motion controls. You can play it without motion controls, but it's just not as smooth.
It's not the same. It's not the same.
It's way easier to use motion controls. Like, so, I mean, obviously you can plug in a PS4 controller and a PS5 controller, and you can actually use motion controls if the game supports it on PC. But they can't guarantee that. The problem with PC, like the biggest benefit of a PC is also the biggest detriment of a PC, in which you don't know what a person's going to be using. You don't know what controller they're going to be using. You don't know what exactly their hardware is, right?
Right.
So it's hard to be like, oh, we can put this game that uses motion control on the PC when, let's say, like 80% of your market share, not market share, sorry, your player base.
Your player base, yeah. Does it have a motion controller?
Or they're not going to be plugging in a PS4 controllers. So, it's a bit of a risky move. So I just don't know if a game like Gravity Rush, as much as I would love it, would be a good match for PC. For me personally, I don't know. I want to say something crazy like Resistance, actually.
That would actually be. I mean,
but there's no PS4 Resistance, so they would have to like port a PS3
It'd be from the ground,
and that's not very fun.
That would be.
But if the sky's the limit, MGS4, because that game is trapped on the PS3.
Ooh, this man going galaxy brain over here.
Yeah, MGS4, because that game is like, if I want to play MGS4, I have to plug in
a PS3.
PS3.
Straight up. There's no way to do it.
Yeah. So now
that would be
just do the whole series. Just do the whole thing. just do one thing. Good. Technically, if you're not in Japan, I would say most of our listeners actually, if you're not in Japan, you can go to GOG.com and you can purchase a PC version of Metal Gear Solid and Metal Gear Solid 2. Really? PC ports of those two games exist. They're not very good. Okay. They're from an earlier era of PC gaming when it's kind of janky. Yeah, it doesn't really it's kind of weird. So there are fan patches. Definitely look into those. Google that. But if you want to do a legal method of owning those games on PC, GOG.com, you go ahead and buy them.
All right.
So the only thing that's missing is 3 and 4, because you can get 5 on PC.
See, I need another remake of 3, actually.
Oh yeah, God, I know 3 is so good.
There was literally a moment when I was on stream and we were talking about Metal Gear Solid games, and I was just like, man, I still need to play 3. I still need to play this. And then I realized, I looked to my left and I realized, just got the freaking UMDs just right. I have the UMD.
You never played 3?
I have the UMD. The freaking
Metal Gear Acid UMD. Are you thinking of Peace Walker?
Oh, sorry, Peace Walker. Yeah, sorry.
You've never played, but you played 3 though, right?
I played 3. Yeah, I played 3. Sorry, I played 3. Yeah, I played 3. I finished 3. I finished 1, 2, and 3, but I haven't played Peace Walker, and that's the only thing.
So good. Peace Walker is so good.
That's the only thing that's keeping me from playing 5, or because it ties into it's that line. You know what I mean? And I feel like
but man, if you want to just jump in 5, just jump into 5.
How can I play Peace Walker? How can I play it?
You can play it
on PS. Is it PS3 HD collection or is it?
Sorry, it's on the American. Sorry, not American. It's on the English HD collection. If you're in Japan, you got to buy it separately as Peace Walker HD.
Okay.
But I have a copy behind me on my shelf. I have the English version of HD collection. Those 1, 2, and Peace Walker.
Can I just borrow it from you?
No, it's too valuable. I don't trust you.
Yeah. Wow.
But Peace Walker is really good, dude. Do you have a Vita? Do you have a Vita, right?
No, I don't have a Vita.
I thought you had a Vita.
No, I was too broke in college. I was too broke in college to get a Vita, and then when I moved over here, I just forgot about playing any sort of portable games except for Destiny.
I thought you had like the Hatsune Miku Vita. No?
No, I have a PSP, and I have Hatsune Miku on UMD right here.
God damn it. Anyways, Peace Walker is like a really good Metal Gear Solid. So there's only a few handful of games that have made me disregard sleep. Because usually I'll play a game like, oh, that was fun, but I'm tired. Good night. There's like only like 2 or 3 games that I'm like, I don't give a shit about sleep right now. And Peace Walker is one of those games. Like, I just played it. I just played Peace Walker until it was like 7 in the morning.
Well, good thing I do have a copy. I just gotta play it on PSP.
Make sure your battery's not swollen, by the way, because PSP batteries have a history. Like, a lot of them are starting to swell.
Oh no!
I would just check your battery, make sure it's not a.
It's not gonna blow up in my hand. I have my Monster Hunter Edition has like 2 batteries in it.
Yeah, I would go ahead and make sure that that battery's not swollen. A lot of PSP batteries are.
How can I tell if it's swollen? It just the plastic actually looks like
if it's like thicker than normal, yeah. Or if it's in your PSP and it's like the back cover's popping off, then obviously you have a swollen battery. So definitely take that out. Because those explode, by the way.
I guess the best thing is just go get another one.
I mean, yeah, third-party batteries are easy peasy to find in Japan, especially because they sold so many PSPs. Anyways, we got a little off topic.
Yeah. Well, let's go ahead and take this on close into home. Sonic is now going to have a couple of different games. Number one, this has already been made. Sonic
Colors. So remaster. Happy to see that. Yeah.
Coming out on Nintendo Switch, I think PS5, everything under the sun, probably. But yeah, did you play Colors? Because I was like, man, I remember seeing this, but I just never ended up playing.
No, I didn't play Colors, and I'll tell you why. Because the Wii sucks. I just didn't. After my honeymoon period with Wii Sports and Zelda and
you never played Sin and Punishment 2?
I played a bit of it. I played a bit. I mean, I played the. What was the one on 64? Sin and Punishment. No, it's when it's Sin and Punishment.
Oh, Sin and Punishment. Okay.
I played the 64 one, but then the sequel on Wii, I was like, oh man.
That's good. Lost Story was really good too. I really enjoyed. I never played
Lost Story.
That game is janky as heck, but it's really good. But it slows down so badly.
I didn't really play my Wii as much as other people did. I had a honeymoon period with it. Absolutely, Zelda for sure, Wii Sports for sure, Bomberman, like the Virtual Console Bomberman. Just Virtual Console in general, like Super Mario RPG was, on there. And what else was on the Wii that I really enjoyed?
Galaxy. I mean, I
actually didn't. I owned it. I just didn't really play much of it.
And mine's still in shrink wrap, so don't worry. Okami. Well, that was on PS2, but it was
Wii and PS4 and PC
and there's so many ands of that game. I've actually bought it 3 times.
Yeah, it's like listing I bought it 3 times on the amount of ports of Resi 4.
Oh man,
it's like what PS2, Wii, PS4, PC, mobile
coming
phone,
to VR.
Oculus Quest.
It's it's everywhere. It's everywhere.
It's like Samsung Smart Fridge, but yeah.
I mean, if you're excited for Sonic games, this looks like it's going to be.
Yeah, no, Colors is a good one. I believe Colors is one of the ones that's highly regarded. Like, if for the people who have played Colors, they're like, Colors is definitely one of the better ones, especially from that era. Like, because Sonic was going through a rough patch.
I mean, any Sonic game
during that time, there was like Sonic on the Black Knight.
What's the ratio? What's the ratio? It's like every 2 game,
It's like every 2 games,
it's a good Sonic game or something.
Yeah. So, Sonic was going through a rough patch in that time in his life. But Colors is definitely one of the better.
The Kiss ruined him.
The better ones, yeah. So that's going to be getting, remaster / remake or whatever the hell. Probably just remaster.
It's just a remaster. There's nothing.
Yeah. So definitely check that out if you like Sonic games. But in other Sonic news, I think they announced, and for me this is a little more exciting, to be honest, is the collection, like what is it called, Generations or whatever it is.
The collections. Let me pull that one up. Yeah, the Sonic Retro Collection.
Yeah,
which will have 1, 2,
my childhood
3,
right there. Yeah,
Knuckles and Sonic CD as well.
Yep, that's just me growing up. That's also really cool. Sonic Fighters, yeah.
Yeah, the Sonic Fighters.
Yeah, that's this janky ass fighting game that no one actually really knows about, but yeah. So Sonic Origins, right? So it's 1, 2, 3 Knuckles and CD in a single collection. So if you are of a certain age group, then this is probably gonna be very near and dear to your heart. You can pick this up and go through the early Genesis games, try to relive your childhood, but realize you can never really escape the crushing pressure of society and your job. But do have a moment of happiness for a little bit, I guess. If you're a little bit younger, then you can see how Sonic started. If you're curious about the early 2D platformers, like really how this entire franchise, got its roots.
And just all together. I mean, like I never actually played Sonic 3. I played bits and pieces of it, but I never actually played. I played 1, 2 all the way, but just never played. We used to have 3 at daycare, and
Did you play Sonic and Knuckles or no?
I didn't play Sonic and Knuckles. No.
Oh damn, Sonic and Knuckles is good, dude.
Yeah. So this is like perfect.
So you never had the fun. Here's the thing: as a kid growing up, the lock-on technology. I'm putting that in quotation marks here. The lock-on technology. Of Sonic and Knuckles was so cool. So for anyone who doesn't know, because maybe you're a little younger, Sonic and Knuckles on Genesis had an oddly shaped cartridge. It had a big like head because actually you could flip the top off, and you could see another cartridge slot on top of this game. And you're like, what in the hell is this? Basically, what you'd use this for is you would flip over the top of Sonic and Knuckles and you would snap on Sonic 3. And then you would turn your Genesis on, and then the game would boot up as Sonic 3 and Knuckles.
How was the Genesis doing so many weird things?
Yeah, and it was like, as a kid, you're like, wow, this is crazy. And you could it would work with Sonic 2, actually. It would work with Sonic 1, but not quite. You would just put Knuckles in 1. You would get extra bonus levels, but for 2 and 3, you get Knuckles playable, and it was really, really cool.
Crazy, man. It's crazy. So that's going to be coming out. I don't think they've released, there's no release date, but it's going to be in 2022 sometime. So Sonic Origins, you can get that.
Oh, I'll be dead by then. Holy shit, though.
What? Oh, as the
Pandemic will get me.
Oh,
Pandemic will get me, yeah.
Well, you heard it here first, people.
Can you imagine if I actually died?
Then I will just be here. I'll be here.
You have enough voice clips, I think, of me that you could just carry on the podcast by yourself.
You could just
do the podcast on myself, yeah.
I pulled this this trailer up, and I don't even know. Oh my goodness! I pulled this up of the live stream. I've never seen Sonic at the Olympics. I didn't realize he looked like that. Oh my goodness! Hey, look at him.
No, that's just mascot Sonic, though.
It's mascot Sonic, but in the game, like, look, that's
it does look really
the game
weird.
characters.
Yeah, it looks weird. It does look pretty weird. It looks weird. Yeah, it looks weird.
Oh my goodness. So yeah. So anyways, if you want to play Sonic in the Olympics, that's coming out.
But that's funny though.
Right?
That's like
just
that like makes its own meme. That's like a self. That's like a self-meme generator. That's asking to get captioned right there.
I feel like they know it too. They know it.
Yeah, that's
they do it because they know it.
Yeah.
This is how Sonic gets by. Mario's like, Sonic, you know what? They probably go to like a meeting every like, their 10-year reunion or something, or like whatever. If they do this and they're just like, so how's it been going for you, Sonic? It's been good. I've been selling out as much as I can. I've been hustling. And then Mario's like, yeah, man, I've been using all of my talents. I use different gadgets, and I'm
legit. Hat turns into stuff for some reason.
He's like, I'm legit. Sonic, what are you? Sonic's like, I'm a pun on myself.
Sonic's like calling. He's like waking up. He's like calling his agent. He's like, hey, you got any jobs for me? It's like, we're looking, Sonic.
Look at this game. There's a game called 2 Point Hospital.
I mean, that's not a new game, though. Yeah, but the fact that they put Sonic in there, though.
It just looks so like, Sonic, can you keep your own proportions straight?
I'm happy, though. That's funny. I think this shows that at least one dude at Sega has a sense of humor.
Has a really good sense of humor.
At least one dude at Sega. Because, Nintendo would be like, oh, Mario, not allowed to put Mario in anything. But yeah, at least one dude at Sega is like, oh, do it. Look at that. That's hilarious.
Just do it. Just do it. It's okay. Yeah. There's no problem. And I guess, closing out this news is the announcement of the new Sonic game that's going to be coming sometime, I think maybe 2022 or after that.
God, I hope this one's good because Generations was awesome. Forces was not so awesome. So give me a good one.
Just give you a good one. All we have is a little bit of a teaser image or a teaser trailer of what's happening, and it's just Sonic running through a forest.
I mean, that's all the goddamn teasers are.
It literally is. It's just like, well, can I at least?
Can you imagine if they had a teaser for Sonic game and Sonic was just like not running? It would be weird, wouldn't it? It would look weird.
It would be part of the Sonic movie.
It'd be like something's not right about this. I'm not sure, but I can't put my finger on it.
Yeah, Sega. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I thought it was gonna be like a Ragnarok symbol for a second. Like I was like, what is this? The chaos? Okay, we got the Cho language going on here, Chow language, whatever. Anyways, 2022. Chow, that's all we got. That's all we got.
And 2022. I mean, 2021's already a good year for games, all things considered.
Yeah, like we're getting considered. It's a pretty good
Scarlet Nexus next month. I believe there's a demo of Scarlet Nexus, at least in the Japanese.
For Xbox Series. Is there a demo on the Japanese?
There's a Japanese demo for Scarlet Nexus. That's next month. We're getting World Ends With You. Then we're getting Tales of Arise. So we're getting a lot of good JRPG stuff this year.
It's good times. Good times to be a gamer. And then closing out the news, because E3 is coming up, it's going to be really, really close. There's some reports saying that Team Ninja is working on a Final Fantasy Origins remake. So for PS5 exclusive.
Wait, what? Final Fantasy Origin remake or just a new game?
Or I think it's actually a new game. It's not a remake, but okay. I mean there is a Final Fantasy Origin, so I don't know why they would do a
Origins. I believe Origins was a collection on PS1 that was, I want to say 4 and 6. Something? Or no, it was 1 and 2. You're right. I'm sorry. Yeah, it was 1 and 2. Okay. Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe who knows?
Yeah.
But yeah, apparently that's rumored to be at E3. They've got the team. This is all reported. This is all rumor, so take it with a grain of salt. But they've got the team from I think the Dissidia team is what the story is saying.
Oh, I thought it was the Nioh team.
It's both. It's the Nioh team and the Dissidia team. So they want to keep it. They want to keep that Final Fantasy DNA in there, but they also want to add the Nioh DNA in there. So you get a Final Fantasy Souls-like.
Can you? Oh my God! Can you imagine? I'm not saying that's a bad idea.
That sounds cool.
I would be. Yeah, no, that's a cool idea. But can you imagine? I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know. I honestly, I don't know. Like, cause it's almost like you can't go all out. Like, you need to cast your spell.
That's the thing. Here's the thing about Final Fantasy games.
Don't get messed up.
It feels good to just do the most ridiculous shit, in these games. Like, even if it's a pre-canned animation, like a lot of Cloud's limit breaks, for example. You know what I mean?
Right.
It just feels good to do these all-out super animation and attacks. Like, you played Remake, like, remember, like, just playing as Tifa, basically,
just
right?
playing as Tifa. Here's the thing, though. It depends on if they do a party system. That's the thing. Like, Dissidia doesn't use a party system per se, right? But I think Nioh, at least it's a faster paced combat system than Demon Souls or Dark Souls.
Yeah, it's Souls-like, but you can tell it's got that Team Ninja DNA, right?
So maybe it can work out. I'm hopeful. I at least want to see it. I'm curious enough to see this.
But I mean, like, we're just assuming it's going to be a Souls-like just because it's a Nioh team, right? That doesn't mean that we don't. It's not. Maybe it's not actually going to be a Souls-like. Maybe it's going to be just a hack and slash. I don't know.
It does say, at least in this title, this is coming from IGN, that it is a PS5 action RPG spinoff, so I mean,
maybe it'll be more like Ninja Gaiden.
Could be, or maybe it's something similar to some of the. Well, no, that's different. Sorry, I was going to talk about some Dynasty Warriors type stuff.
No, but that's also Koei Tecmo.
That's also Koei Tecmo. I mean, who knows what it's going to be, but it'll be pretty cool to see if that does end up happening and if that does being shown at like E3, and if it's a playable, if it's something that people can actually play and check out on the show floor.
Yeah, I mean, I'm curious. Fuck, man, like Souls like Final Fantasy, I can't even imagine. Like, what are your weapon choices? Big sword or bigger sword? Like, I don't like.
Well, you can do all the. I mean,
Gunblade.
It would be there. Minus the modern Final Fantasies, all the old Final Fantasies fit into it perfectly. You got your rogue. I mean, you got your thief. You've got your mage.
Yeah,
I mean that pretty much
mage.
all those
That'd be
work.
fun.
You know?
Can you imagine being a black mage where your physical strikes suck dick and you have these all spells?
Play the range game. Just play the range game.
You whack them with your staff. It's like 5 damage.
Play the range game. You got to play that range game. That's what it is.
Yeah, that's how black mages work, really. Yeah, that'd be fun.
Closing it out for the news, I mean, we've brought this up and we've talked about it, and this is actually something you've talked about, but now it's coming from more sources. Bloomberg is saying that Nintendo's, I guess, OLED Switch could be coming as soon as September.
Is this a spec bump or just a screen bump?
Well, it does say that there could be a more powerful chip from the NVIDIA in there. We're using the DLSS technology for 4K output on TV. I didn't know if you knew that or not, but I guess you called it. Look, this man is prophetic duck.
I mean, it just makes. I mean, DLSS is the tits. It's really good. Have you used it? I know you have a 30. You have a 3070, right?
I think only certain games, like it's
only certain games have it,
and they patch it in every month.
But do you have you been playing Control? I believe Control has DLSS. Have you been
playing?
I should
try that. I haven't tried it yet.
Oh, wait. But you only have a 1080p monitor, right?
Yeah, I only have a 1080p monitor. Isn't that supposed to make me feel better?
You have,
right?
The benefits for you aren't as good because you can already crank the shit out of that game at 1080p. There's no reason for you to play the game at 720p and then upscale it to 1080. There's zero reason. You could do super sampling, I suppose. So you could super sample up to 4K. That might be a benefit for you. But your screen is 1080, so I mean, there's diminishing returns at that point.
It's diminishing returns.
So I would say maybe buy a new monitor. I don't know.
I did. I mean, I have been kind of debating that, but I did go back and look at Control after I got my graphics card, and I was like, oh my goodness, everything's on ultra. This is so amazing. Because I remember where it was before, and I couldn't even like have the glass reflecting because it was just like, bro, you might, nah, you don't want to do that.
Yeah. So I was using DLSS when I was playing through Cyberpunk, actually.
Oh, okay. So you were.
So I was playing Cyberpunk at my native resolution, which is 1440p, but I used DLSS to just crank the shit out of other details. So I guess I was rendering. What did I say? Whatever.
Rendering.
I was rendering a little lower than 1440p, but cranking the shit out of all the other details just to get to make it look really good and to keep a stable minimum like 70 frames per second. And then that's the benefit of DLSS. It lets you go a little easier on GPU and have higher frame rates if you want to have a minimum 60, for example, or something like that.
The technology, it's so good, so good. And I guess closing it out, we'll just kind of fly by this. Nintendo did confirm that Pokemon Legends Arceus it's coming out on January 28th, 2022. So
nice.
Get ready for that.
I don't think they'll delay it, but I mean, have they ever delayed a Pokemon game? I don't think so.
I don't think they have. I don't remember any that have been delayed. And the new Diamond and Pearl remakes, November 11th. So if that new Switch is a thing, hopefully we can get. I
mean, Diamond and Pearl remakes. Have you seen the trailer? It doesn't look cutting edge.
Yeah, I remember them stubby feet, them wobbles. I remember it. It's
fine. You can play that on go ahead and play that on a Switch Lite. So yeah.
Oh, and then of course, like I said, we're gonna do our E3 special. The week of E3, which is going to be on the 11th for us. We're going to just have it, and it's going to come out the day where all the press conferences and all the hype stuff is going to start happening. So June 13th is going to be the Microsoft Bethesda showcase. Are you looking forward to anything there? Are you looking forward to your Halo Infinite? Is that something you care about these days?
As the kids care E3 about? Has gone on and on and on, I'm just like, that surprised me. Like, I'm tired of like, oh, I hope it's this, because like every year.
You're tired of you essentially have gotten tired of hope.
Yeah, I guess I got tired of being disappointed, really. But I don't know. I would want. What's a thing that I would really love to see at E3 that would surprise the hell out of me? I don't know. Chrono Cross on a modern platform. Like, hey, it's just on the Switch or whatever. Like, I'll take it. I'll take it. Xenosaga remakes. How's that?
There we go.
Remasters. I'll take anything, man.
No, yeah. Hold up. Xenosaga remakes, but with the complete story.
Oh, so when they do all the parts, was it supposed to be like 7 parts or something?
I think it's a 5. I think it was 5 parts.
Oh my god!
And the last game is 3 games in one.
There's got to be at least one dude at Bandai Namco that's just like, hey, I forgot about Xenosaga. I mean, they never forgot. They make figures still, like that Cosmos figure from last year. Remember that?
Yeah, there is. But who?
Yeah,
so
it looked really
I don't know.
good.
Does Bandai Namco own the rights to that, or is that something that Monolith still owns and they're at Nintendo now?
Oh my god, that's a good question. That's such a good question. I think Bandai Namco owns the rights to Xenosaga, but maybe Monolith owns the rights to Cosmos. I don't know.
Like just to Cosmos, just they make sure to get the one thing that can continue making them money. Yeah. I mean, one of those Project X Zones game, like those crossover titles, that would be kind of cool. Games. That'd be cool to have again.
Oh yeah, I would like another one. That'd be fun.
That'd be nice.
Yeah, those are fun. Did you play them?
I played a little bit of one. My friend played all of it.
Battle System's crazy, isn't it?
It's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, like you had everyone in those games. You had Capcom.
Yeah, and like it had like a
Sega
system.
Fudge had a lot of. I mean, there's a lot of characters in there. Talk about Smash going crazy.
So on the PS2 in Japan only, there was a game called I believe it was Namco Cross Capcom, right? That was just like a tactical RPG. It was Japan only, and then Project Cross Zone was more or less a spiritual sequel of that. That was on DS.
Okay.
And then we got Project Cross Zone 2, which is also on the 3DS. And then after that, just like I don't know, I guess they're too busy making their own respective games. But yeah,
can't be bothered. Anyways, that's gonna do it for us this week. It's episode 86. It's good stuff. Good stuff. We're almost to 90, which counting down to the eventual 100. Anything you want to close out with?
Not really. I don't know. I guess check out Project Cross Zone on the 3DS. It looks pretty cool. It's old.
It's 2012, 13 or something.
Oh my god! I think
maybe
one was like
10. No, 9.
Yeah, maybe 2011, something like that.
2011, yeah. I remember being back in the US. I remember I was watching the Avengers movie. It might have been Iron Man 2 or something. I had gone to a theater and my friend was playing it. It's old.
Project Cross Zone, the first one, came out in 2012 in Japan.
Okay.
So I was already here, but yeah.
There we go.
Still.
I guess for me, all I gotta say is, hey everyone, thanks for listening and thank you for joining as always. We hope that you'll, spread the word, tell your friends, your family, or whoever, that likes video games or Japanese content, for video games. Let them know.
Yo,
we're here.
We should do a food. Here's what's up. We should do a food review. We should buy the same thing and we should review it live on the podcast.
Oh, that wouldn't be bad. What's coming up?
Fuck, I don't know. Like McDonald's is the teriyaki stuff, so maybe one of those burgers.
As long as it's not the Gohan burgers, I'm okay. That Gohan burger let me down so hard last time.
It's just like the teriyaki stuff from McDonald's, but I hate the teriyaki stuff because it's so messy. It is
messy. Like everything here, they always make like really nicely.
Gets everywhere.
That teriyaki sauce is worse than a Whopper.
It gets everywhere. Anyways, it doesn't have to be McDonald's, but we should do a live food review. That'd be pretty fun.
We should do that. That would be fun. We should do that next week.
Yeah, sure.
Next week.
All right.
We'll figure out food.
Cool.
There we go.
All right,
everyone. So we'll catch you next week for episode number 87 of the Unknown Games Podcast. Remember, you set the tone. Go play some games and don't tell yourself any more lies. The truth is all you need.
The fuck? Okay. See you guys.
Peace.
Peace.